What's up, everyone? Sorry for the technical difficulties. Still learning. I don't know why the music thing wouldn't work, but hey, we got it going. Welcome back to Rocky Top Sports Talk. This is your boy, Coach Rice. Tonight, we're going to talk about fall camp discussion, several other important things that came into play, whether it be player misconduct or players trying to come back, get ready to come back on the team, and then injury news. And then obviously, we're going to talk a lot about the QB competition and the other offensive positions that are up for grab, whether it be offensive line or wide receiver. Got a lot of great news from the running back room post scrimmage, so we'd like to hear about that. And then obviously everybody knows defense normally wins the first scrimmage. That's kind of how it went. But I'm going to bring my boy on, Joey Blankenship, and we're going to discuss this fall scrimmage, first fall scrimmage. What's up, boss man?
What's going on, Coach Rice?
Oh, not much, not much. Just admiring your new setup, bro.
I'm trying to get like the big dogs, man.
No, okay, there you go. Yeah, gotta get like the big dogs. I feel you. I added a few new things, but like I said, my I've actually got a mic, but I gotta find it
Yeah.
from where I was doing. Yeah, I can't remember where I had the mic for, but I have a whole setup. But I'm trying to track it down. That way we can kind of improve the audio here. But
For sure.
you definitely got your set up. So we got to talk about fall camp in this episode, Joe. We to also talk about some of the other things, good and bad, surrounding the Tennessee football program, whether it be, Chris Brazil or Boo Carter, or, and we're also going to bring up Lady Vol basketball. Unfortunately, there's some bad news out of that. And then we'll also, at the end of the show, kind of talk about some of the good things Tennessee baseball, the guys that are playing in the pros are up close to the pros. I know Blake Burke's been showing off,
Yep.
and Drew Gilbert got the call
He
up to the
did.
show the other day, and Christian Moore just recently got the call back up after a rehab assignment. So we'll dive into that. But first off, what early takes? What's your thoughts on the beginning of fall camp?
Uh, you know, Obviously they're gonna keep most of the quarterback news under wraps as they can. I honestly, what I'm hoping that we don't see is another situation like Joe Milton. Uh, Dude was a practice player. That's plain
Yeah,
and simple. Last night even started out like that in the preseason game for the Cowboys. Started like 0
yeah,
for 5, and it just wasn't looking good. So I'm hoping we got some gamers. I hope that we got some dudes that'll get out there and step up. Uh, Obviously, loving the running back news.
yeah.
Uh, Loving that. Wish that our wide receiver core could get healthy. And O line news, I'm pretty excited about. And then, man, I'm so hype about watching our defense. It's not even funny.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like everything
On
everybody's
point.
saying about the defense is just I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I mean it's glowing remarks. It's
Yep.
all three levels, and we don't even have Ricky Gibson's been out.
Yep.
Jamal McCoy is obviously out.
T
Colton
Lander's been
Hood's
out a
been
little
in the
bit.
red jersey. So I mean
Yep.
they're definitely some good things to talk about, whether it be on the defensive side of the ball or some concerns from the offensive side of the ball, whether it be the quarterback position or just the depth of the wide receiver room.
For sure.
So definitely got a lot to talk about. But before we get going, y'all, I see we got 7 live right now. Y'all check out all the tweets or X posts that we post on Twitter. Join the Facebook group at Rocky Top Sports Talk. Give us a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe, repost and share everything that we post. We try to get this built. Unfortunately, the last couple of weeks with the start of school, Joey and I just we tried to get going one night to put some videos together, but it just life happens and you just can't get it all together there at one point. But we were determined to get a live each weekend, so we're definitely going to keep that rolling. And then when we could get some time to get some videos together and some content, we will most definitely put that together. Obviously, with football season starting up, we're going to be talking about those games without a doubt and breaking those games down
Yes,
and all that good stuff. So, Joe, I don't know about you, man. I am pumped. It's like we are minus 3 weeks, minus 3 weeks now,
yes, sir.
and I am so freaking pumped. It's unreal. Like
Yep. I'm
you,
gonna
I
be
know you
there,
are. I mean, you were sitting here singing right before when we were in the pre-show.
ready to
I'm so.
go. Yep.
I mean, I'm. Woo! It's one of those. It's like yesterday morning. I was telling my parents that and my son was with me, and I was like, and the best thing about it was we were both wearing Tennessee stuff, and he'll point at he'll go Dada, like he knows like,
Right.
and he
Right.
already knows my favorite color is orange, and so
Absolutely.
Saturday morning we wake up, get the routine going, and it's already we talking balls, but
Yes,
talking
sir.
Tennessee football, so. But I'm can't wait, can't wait. So
Neither.
got a couple guys checking in real quick. Daddy Donnie, you here, man? I see you, brother.
Yes,
Appreciate you for
sir.
coming on. Sam Schrock. I'm working near Syracuse this week. May drive to campus, but hey, you dang right you will.
Please do.
Hey, please do. Hey, go full go like Dukes of Hazzard style,
Yeah, do
and
something.
just blare it and just let them know what we're down for down here in Tennessee. So,
That's right.
Casey, what's up, brother? If only G Mac was 20 pounds heavier. Tony, what's your thoughts
Absolutely.
on that, bro?
You already know my thoughts on that.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Me and Joe were talking about as soon as he found out G Mac stole the show in the first scrimmage, he was like, "I told y'all, I told y'all."
no, I don't know if he's the guy or not, but wishful thinking for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. But well, leading into that, man, let's go ahead and get into the quarterbacks. That's going to be the biggest topic of the show outside of
Yeah.
maybe the wide receiver concerns. What's your thoughts after the first scrimmage notes that we got? We're also before you get going, we're going to pull up Josh Heupel's press conference and we're going to kind of break that down.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, what's your thoughts post
Well,
first fall scrimmage?
it wasn't pretty from everything that I've read and some of the things that I've watched.
Yeah,
Uh, I know everybody's saying it. GMAC obviously was the most accurate. I'm not gonna say I think he threw a touchdown. What I read to Brain, but they said, how can you judge that if he's throwing against, going against the second and third string team? Well, I mean, I don't know. It's a D1 school, so everybody should be ready to play at any time. Um, Merklinger was not much. He wasn't much talked about. Obviously,
no,
didn't have a good day. I'm assuming. Uh, they said Joey Aguilar was okay. I read a report said that they like where he's at, but he's gonna have to get a little further along a lot quicker. So,
yeah.
man, I don't know. I honestly think it's up in the air at this point. I
Yeah,
really do. I really
yeah,
do.
I'm right there with you. I mean, I think it's really you would hope us as Tennessee fans were like, man, hopefully Joey comes out this first scrimmage, steals the show, and like all questions answered.
Yeah,
Well, obviously Josh Heupel, and y'all see it in the press conference, he made it known that nowhere even close to deciding on QB,
right.
and they're still splitting reps, like all three of them. So it causes a bit of concern for me. I mean,
For sure.
I'm just being honest. I think within the next 2 weeks, someone better step up and take the show. Like
Yeah,
it's we can't sit here and I know our defense is going to be elite, but I I'm tired of watching an offense that is very pedestrian against SEC top notch teams. I
yeah.
mean, no,
Especially
yeah, go
especially
ahead.
when you have the like the star power we have in
Yeah.
skill positions.
Yeah.
Like I don't. Anyway, the quarterback's got to be. It's got to be it, dude. It's got to be.
I mean, it is. I mean, you're right. And Casey says if GMAC been given a fair shot to win the job, I don't know if I don't know. Josh Heupel don't really play true freshman. I mean, you would have thought the year Joe Milton had it was Joe Milton and Nico. There was a lot of people saying Nico would have won the job if he wasn't a true freshman. I think that's your answer right there. I mean,
Yeah.
I really do. I think it's kind of the same situation, even though Joe had been here. And you have a top caliber freshman QB coming in now. GMAC's not Nico. I hate to even mention his name, but he ain't got the high reputation and the number one athlete in the class. I mean, number one quarterback in the class, and all that proceed that followed his name with him to Tennessee. But GMAC's still a high caliber QB that's coming
Yeah.
from an in-state school. Has very credible sources of being playing against top tier competition. So what do you think, Joey? Do you think GMAC's given a fair shot, or do you think it's really just Aguilar and Merklinger battle?
Well, in my opinion, and again, I'm just a couch coach, so what do I know? But in my opinion, how do you not give him a fair shot?
Yeah.
Now, again, how NIL is these days, who in the world knows what they told Joey?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That's the part about NIL I hate. Promises that are made, and then not really revealed. Like, what if they told him, "Hey, you're gonna come in. We're gonna act like it's competition, but you're gonna be our guy."
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It's
I,
it's a tough spot to be in, honestly.
It is. I mean, you think about Joey. I'm kind of on the boat that Josh Heupel is very upfront and
Yeah.
open about what he's going to give you the option to. Because I mean, that's one reason why I think some of these 5 stars don't even give us a chance. But
Right.
then you have some of these 5 stars that are open and honest because they like the way Josh Heupel is with them. I just don't think he plays no games. Like I think he's going to be open up front and tell you what you're going to have to come here to do, and that's win a job outright. I
Yeah.
mean,
That's what I hope.
yeah, and I mean Joey, was behind the 8 ball coming in because he didn't
1,000%.
get here till May. He didn't go through spring ball. You would think that his experience with playing in multiple offenses, he would have some nuances about ready to jump into an offense real quick,
Mhm.
but and knowing certain terminology, even though every system is different,
Yep.
but it's very concerning. I'm not sold on what's being put out there as far as Pete Nikos that Joey Aguilar has got the heads up, and he's getting first team reps under the table,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what kind
without.
of sources he's got giving him that, but according
Well, I mean,
to
he's a trusted dude. I mean,
oh,
I fully,
agreed. He
but
broke the Nico stuff, but
yeah,
as far as that, I mean, I don't know if Heupel's coming out saying that after the scrimmage that the job's open. Like, was it more Joey before the scrimmage started? Like, is that what
yeah,
the plan was? And now after seeing the performance, he's changing.
yeah,
But I'm like you. I read that too this week that Joey had the heads up for sure. But I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I know they better figure it out fast,
yeah, because Georgia's going to be coming into town soon.
bro.
And like I said, we kind of had a schedule breakdown a little bit. Fran Brown's going to have a solid,
Oh,
consistent
100%.
defense, so
100%.
Syracuse will give us a fight. I mean, I think we're going to outmatch them in the end, and end up winning by 14 or 21 points. But it's the worry of up until I mean, last year we kind of knew Nico was the guy. Like there
Yeah,
was no doubts about it. And then the year before, everybody kind of knew Joe was going to end up being the guy. And then obviously Hendon Hooker the second year we knew was the guy. So going into this year is the first year where you're like, we think it's Joey Aguilar, but is the performance like so bad right now or so inconsistent, I guess would be the better term, that you just don't know what you're going to get out of each of them. I mean,
right,
GMAC obviously is new. He's came in, he's a freshman, and he's got his body needs to grow into a SEC quarterback.
for sure.
Merklinger's been there. He
Yep.
knows the system, but he's not been the very, accurate quarterback, and he has his downfalls, obviously. I mean, every quarterback does. And then Aguilar, he comes in new. He has a bad thing with throwing interceptions, but he's got that experience and he has the ability to be successful. I mean, but what type of level was that at? So,
Yeah.
I mean, Joey, I don't know what do you think Heupel's timeline is? Like, if you were Coach Heupel, what do you think his timeline is? Well, that I mean, obviously, I don't think anybody's going to know until the first
Mm-mm.
quarter. I mean, the first snap of the Syracuse game.
Not till it's announced.
But what do you think? What do you think's going on in Coach Heupel's mind right now?
Uh, I think he wants somebody like we've mentioned. I think he wants somebody to just take it. And
Yeah,
that's his big thing. He's all about competition. He speaks competition all the time. Uh, I'm with Casey here. I think Jake is probably, especially if he don't get the PT this year. I think he's
yeah,
going to go. In my honest opinion, if GMAC is in Jake's shoes, I think he's starting this year. If he's had a year under his belt,
yeah.
he's
I
he's
agree.
probably about 30 pounds heavier at this point. I think he's probably your guy. Because dude's talent is not the question. Talent's not the issue. GMAC's got that, but he's little, man. He's like a stick.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, man, and he's still learning the nuances of
100%.
the offense.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think he's like a silent leader.
Yeah,
I don't know that he gets out there. They were talking about Jake like stepping in and being the vocal point. I think GMAC is more of, hey, don't do as I say, do as I do type guy.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
I don't think we'll know the starting quarterback until they announce it pregame in Atlanta. I really
Yeah,
don't,
right, I agree.
unless something changes. But I really don't.
Yeah,
If
someone really needs to, step in there, grab it
yeah,
by the handle, and pull it along with it because I'm right there with you. There's zero doubt in my mind if Jake don't win, if he doesn't win the job going into this fall, I think he's after as soon as the season's over, he's transferring because you
and
got Faison coming in next year.
yeah, I get it. I get it.
They'll probably have a transfer come in because if Jake transfers,
Yeah,
if
because
Jake transfers, it'll
yeah,
be GMAC, Faison, and a transfer.
because Aguilar's out.
Yeah, because Aguilar's out. So I think you're playing. Obviously, and Austin Price says this all the time. He's playing with house money. Like he has zero pressure to come in right away and start. Now,
Yeah,
people aren't expecting him to,
yeah.
except for maybe you. But I'm playing.
I
But
I get it.
I think GMAC is, we've talked about he's got all the tools.
Yeah,
He's got the strong arm, he's got the height, he's got um, the great offensive line who I think is drawing the biggest praise out of any of the groups. I think, you know, if Aguilar or Merck don't just take it and run with it, I mean, why wouldn't you start GMAC?
yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, it's
That's
a real question because if Aguilar comes in, yes, I obviously I think it's going to be one of them two, Jake or Aguilar, in first game
yeah,
or first couple games. But if both of them struggle and it's like a 1A 1B combo, why not give GMAC some run? I
Yep.
mean, especially in the third game, the second game, in like the second half, if they're neither one of them two are really going, and we're playing ETSU, and GMAC comes out there and lights up the scoreboard, why wouldn't the team and the fan base get behind GMAC and that confidence be there? I mean,
Yeah.
I get they're not going up against a Georgia SEC defense, but what's your thoughts on that?
Man, I would 100% agree with that take, except for, well, I can't say except for. Um, I think you brought up the situation with Nico and why he didn't start as a true freshman. I truly believe that Heupel is a quarterback whisperer. I think he could foresee the trouble that Nico is going to have. I can't imagine it. I can't imagine him starting as a true freshman.
Yeah,
After seeing what we just saw last year, I can't. Wow, no shot, bro.
yeah,
And I don't know. I think I I think GMAC may be here a little bit better. Uh,
yeah,
that dude he's now in his fifth offense in 5 years.
yeah, yeah.
You
He
know,
is.
and so he can, if anybody out of those three can adjust and learn it on the fly, it's him. I mean, he's been doing it.
Yeah,
So, of course, I am a little partial to him. I don't just he's a hometown kid. I like him,
yeah,
but I've seen him play. I didn't really watch Jake play or Aguilar play, but I watched quite a bit of his
yeah.
tape in
GMAC.
high school. Yeah, of
Yeah,
GMAC's high school career, the last 2 years, especially when he started trending toward Tennessee before he even committed. So
yeah. I'm right there with you.
I I agree with some of the comments we're getting here. I think GMAC is probably the best athlete of the three as well. I think he can move a little bit,
Yeah,
but at the same time, I can agree with Sam too. Uh, he
yeah.
can, if he's going to be the guy, then let him be the guy.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm right there with you. I mean, Sam, I'm on boat. I mean, if you could go ahead and tell that Jake's not going to be the guy, and
Yeah,
it's either Jake or GMAC. I mean, I'm going ahead and I'm right there with you. I'm giving Joey all the first team reps and just let live or die
yeah,
with it, and then you that's really what you plan. Like that's your plan. Like
yep,
that's what you want to happen. You want Joey to be the guy, and if Jake does isn't good enough to beat him out in a competition,
right.
then you make the right choice to go get him out of the transfer portal. But I mean, I'm right there. Aguilar in 2023 with a decent team threw interception every 46 pass attempts. That's a better ratio than Nussmeyer, Sellers, and Lagway. Yeah, but you also got to remember Sellers. I mean, Nussmeyer has no excuses, but
Yeah,
Sellers is more of a run first, power spread, run QB that, is pure athlete. And Lagway is kind of the same way. He's a little more prototypical passer first and then run, but Lagway also was a true freshman last year. So
right.
um, I I'm on the edge of thinking Aguilar, yes, he has what it takes to be SEC QB, but in the mind, I don't know if he could cross over some of the mental hurdles that, he has that causes these interceptions. Is
Yeah,
there a coach that could do it? Yes. I think Josh Heupel and Joey Osley could get him straightened out, but the key is we have to have wide receivers to throw the ball to, and
oh
we
yeah,
can't. We got wide receivers getting arrested and getting injured, so and we
or
can't.
something else.
I
Yeah,
mean, and our top three right now are freshmen. Um, I mean, Mike Matthews, I think, kind of he played in the scrimmage and did some good things, but we got to get those guys going. So let's step away from the quarterbacks a little bit. Um, let's see. Casey said Aguilar can't really get better at 24. He is who he is. That's very factual. I mean, I'm right there with you, but I also didn't think Joe Milton would be on the NFL roster at this point, and he's out there dealing up Cowboy defensive backs in practice. So I
This
never
is
did I
true.
think I would see that, but so
This is
we'll
true.
we'll see where it goes. All right, what's your thoughts and concerns with the wide receiver room, guys? I'm fixing to put the link in the chat if any of y'all want to come on and shoot the bull with us.
Be our
We'd love to
guest.
have you come on and chat with us. We we're trying to get this channel out there. We know, like we said in the intro, that we know we've been busy and life happens, but we're definitely, especially once football season gets out there or gets started, we want to get the ball rolling. So there's the link in the chat, and if any of y'all want to come on, shoot the bull with us, join, and we'll add you to the conversation. All right, so Joey, what's your thoughts on the wide receiver room right now, up to this point?
I think we possibly could be the most dangerous wide receiver room in all of the nation. But we got to get right in every
Yeah,
aspect, whether it be health or getting arrested for not going to court, speeding, driving without a license. What in the world, man?
yeah,
We're 3 weeks away from season starting, and we're doing this kind of stuff.
yeah, yeah,
Um, now here's my take. It's the same take we had with GMAC. It's the same take we got with GMAC as being a freshman. Put them dudes in there. They can play, bro.
yeah. Oh, I mean, no doubt. It's you got Travis Smith, you got Rad Jackson, you got Joel Kim Dotson, and then you got redshirt freshman um, Amari Jefferson, who up to this point was very highly thought about as far as our practices go and
Right.
what he did in the spring. But I think he finally turned a corner up this last week in fall camp. So
Yep.
maybe that's some good promise. Obviously, we got to get Braylon Staley back healthy, get Mike Matthews back 100%, and get
Yes,
Chris
sir.
Brazil from, not being a good teammate, not representing the power T the right way. So,
Right. Absolutely.
what's up, Sam? What you know, good
What's
man?
up, guys?
No, not
What's up,
much.
brother?
I'm
Just
stopped in
talking
Erie,
Tennessee
Pennsylvania.
football. What's your thoughts on fall camp so far?
It's a lot like I thought it would go. I didn't think the offense would be at a good position yet, just with all the changes. But I'm not really overly worried because that stat I just put in about Aguilar and his interception rate, he threw a bunch of pass attempts at App State.
He did.
The rate is what really matters. And,
That's true.
Even last year with his 14, he threw like one every 28 passes. Hendon Hooker, his last year before he showed up to Tennessee, threw one every 30 passes. And Happel turned him into obviously what it became. So
Absolutely.
That's an awesome
we didn't have that much
there.
we didn't have that much receiver depth in 2021. We didn't
Yeah.
have a bunch of proven guys. Cedric Tillman had caught 3 passes in his
That's
college
true.
career. So I really think our offensive line is going to shine this year.
Yeah.
And having more time to pass, I think we're going to see some stuff. Now, obviously, they got to stay healthy, but I'm excited to see these young guys play. You were just bringing up the 2 freshman receivers. It'll be nice because the last 2 years we've had pretty much the same receiver core, and they couldn't stay healthy. Yeah. So let's see what we get.
I'm right there with you. Sam. I think and your stat you brought up about Hendon Hooker, man, that's a great stat. And if, as a Tennessee fan, that should give anyone some confidence as far as what Heupel could do. And another thing you brought up that was a great topic is the lack of depth we had in 21. You mentioned Cedric Tillman, 3 catches. Velus Jones was a glorified kick returner that just transferred in from USC.
That's right.
You had Javante Payton, who was an afterthought at Mississippi State that transferred in. So you have these guys that, like you mentioned, that were afterthoughts. Well, you got this group that has got all the star power in the world, but you either A, can't stay healthy, or B, can't get out of their own way. Do they really just need a quarterback to get them the ball and let them just go? I mean, is that as easy an answer as it could be?
I mean, I think the last 2 years you had two guys that could with cannons that could throw it anywhere they wanted to, but is that a real catchable ball compared to Hendon threw those balls in there and they just floated down. He made quick decisions. You know, of course, we don't know if Joey Aguilar can do it at this level, but you know, the transition from App State to Tennessee, you know, yes, he'll play harder defenses, but he's going to be playing with 2 5-star tackles, blue chip receivers. I mean, you know, the timing will be different, but if he can, that's why I said give him the snaps at this point. I just want to roll with it. And, you know, I do. If GMAC could put on 30 pounds, I'd throw him out there, but that dude just looks like a freaking twig.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get him snapped in half because we know what that did to Brew McCoy. I mean, he's he wasn't himself last year after that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But
so
dude, this defense is stacked.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
No doubt.
The defense. So what's your thoughts? I mean, obviously you said it's going to be stacked. Who's your go-to player this year on defense? Like that's just going to take over, and it's like James Pierce 2022, where he had that. 2023, excuse me, where he had that crazy year, and everybody thought that next year he was going to come back and be an NFL superstar, you know, draft pick. Who do you think that guy's going to be this year, Sam?
Jordan Ross.
Ooh, I like that.
That's what they're saying.
He said it in his
That's what they're saying.
in his interview this year. He said his first year he didn't really take it seriously because he knew he wasn't really going to play much.
Yeah.
But he said this year, you know, he's locked in and ready to roll. But man, last year James Pierce demanded so much attention, rightfully so. But I don't know if other coaches are going to recognize a James Pierce type. So they're not going to know to double team Jordan Ross or double team anyone. Josh Josephs and some of the young guys. You know, in the linebacker position, I would bet Edwin Spillman comes on strong, extremely strong, and and Colton Hood coming in to start at the beginning of the year to allow McCoy to take his time essentially, and that dude I think is going to surprise some people.
Absolutely.
I
agree. I've been high on our defense for months.
I mean, they shouldn't have. I mean, with all the people that got coming back, granted you got Jamal McCoy come back from injury. You lost a couple of your top tier D linemen, but Rodney Gardner has built so much depth in that room, and then Coach Inge has built so much depth. It's not just depth; it's quality, top tier, blue chip depth.
Yeah,
in both of those rooms. And then you got Ricky Gibson, who we need to get healthy. Jamal McCoy, we need to get healthy. And then you got 2 solid guys that are right behind them in Jalen McMurray and Colton Hood that, you know, and like you said, Sam, that's a game changer because that allows the Jamal McCoys to come back and, you know, take their time, make sure they're ready to go 100%.
Yeah.
So let's lead into that Jamal McCoy situation. What's your thoughts on that, Joey?
I like what I see, like as far as what they're saying in the videos they were posting of him working out, his individual stuff the other day. Look like he's moving pretty good. So obviously that gives any toxic Tennessee fan hope that he can get back quicker than not. So anyway, I would love to have dude by Georgia.
Oh yeah, that's got to be the.
I think. I mean, if he's back before then, I hope he's 100% healthy and they're not just putting him in there. Because, like you said, the depth is there. We got 2 guys that are technically not going to be starters more than likely, or wouldn't be if everybody was healthy, that could start on any other team. So, I hope that we get him 100% healthy and he can have a full season once he gets back, rather than have to come and miss. I don't want it to be a Squirrel White situation, like it was last year.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah. That Squirrel White issue was very tough. I mean, because you saw the heart the kid
Yeah.
had, you saw everything he was wanting to do for the team,
Right.
but that shoulder / collarbone, whatever it was,
It
he could
cost
just not
us and cost
get
it
healthy.
cost us and cost him. So
Yeah, I mean, and he's the one that I'm like, I hope he goes and shows out at Florida State. He obviously gave his all for Tennessee when he was here. I think he was just one that Coach Heupel and company met with in the room.
yeah,
Said, we will keep you. We'll love to keep you, but you're going to have to take less money. And Squirrel didn't. Which I go get yours. Go. That's
yeah,
fine. You gave your all for Tennessee while you were here. I get that, but it's the like Nico situation. That's completely different.
yep.
But what's up, Casey?
What's up, fellas? How are you guys?
All doing good. Glad to have you on, man. What's your thoughts early going into spring camp? I mean, fall camp.
I honestly think our team is as good as Heupel's had since he's been here. Like I think that our top 22, depending on quarterback play, can compete with anybody. It's just our depth is it's not to where the other top teams in the SEC are at. And like if we have some players go down, especially at wide receiver, it's going to be tough. But I mean, I think the true freshman wide receivers are really coming on. So maybe Heupel, decides to play more than just 3 this year, and we get to see what Rad and Travis Smith can do because that might be better than what Chris Brazzell brought us last year.
Yeah. Hopefully.
I mean, you think about what we had in Chris Brazzell last spring, and even in the fall, all you saw was highlights, highlights, highlights. And then going into last year, you were like, this dude's going to be the missing game changer with what we've had since Jalen Hyatt left. Well, that just never came into fruition. Like he was either not healthy or the drops or could not get a link, chemistry link with Nico, which I think that could have been the bigger issue than any of them. But I mean, I'm right there with you. I mean, Travis Smith, Rad Jackson. I've been preaching on Rad Jackson ever since he committed to Tennessee. I think that's someone that either way, even if we get Staley back, Brazil back, all those guys, I think Rad Jackson, Travis Smith gonna have to be, big time. Even like because I think they're gonna rotate more this year, and especially early on.
We're gonna have
What's
to be
your thoughts on that, Garrett? What's up, brother?
How you doing?
joining.
Good to
What's
see you
up,
guys.
Garrett?
What's
So
going on?
what's your thoughts on the wide receiver room and the concerns we got with it?
I mean, echo everything you guys are saying. I mean, there's talent, but there's not a whole lot of proven thing. I do think, though, I think the last couple of years, the slot position hasn't been as effective. Typically, in that high ball offense, the slot guy ends up open.
Yeah.
For some reason, Squirrel White just didn't flourish. Probably because he was always on the ground. Every time I looked up, he's falling on the ground.
He's tiny too,
That's
like
true.
150 pounds.
Yeah.
I do think Staley could take that jump. If he takes the jump and controls that middle of the field, I think it probably leaves Brazzell. Typically, receivers in year 2 of Heupel's system does well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thornton, Tillman, those types of guys. Typically, they do well on the outside. So I think the key is doing that. Is controlling the middle of the field, and I think Kitzelman's going to be huge.
Yes.
Massive.
I think Kitzelman's going to be huge. It sounds crazy, but I think Kitzelman probably will be the linchpin of the offense. He's going to keep everybody organized, and from what everybody's saying, he's basically taking over that leadership role.
I love it.
Yep.
I mean, I'm right there with you, Garrett. I think between him and Ethan Davis, if they decide to go a lot of 12 personnel this year, and Ethan Davis can stay healthy and Miles can keep that tricep or get back going 100%, which he's going pretty full go in practice. I know he's still got that red jersey on, but I mean, if that's the route they want to take and go 12 personnel, I mean, I think Coach Heupel has the knowledge and the ability, obviously, to put an offense together that shows their strengths. And then obviously we're going to have a great defense this year. We've already all acknowledged that. So do we have a, team that kind of looked like last year? I mean, is that such a bad thing that maybe our offense only averages 30 points a game but our defense is only giving up 10 points a game and not giving up a touchdown in the first half till like October? I mean, is that such a bad thing? Obviously, I don't think so because, it got us to the playoffs. But what's y'all's thoughts? Sam, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I was going to bring that up, comparing it to last year's team, because I think the defense is going to be better than last year. Maybe not a ton, but, they have everything in front of them to do it. But just comparing the offense from last year to this year, I think the offensive line is going to be better in totality, just with who they've got there, with Lance Hurd being in shape, David Sanders on the right side. I mean, God bless John Campbell, but man, that dude made me say some cuss words.
Awful.
And this is I compare this season a lot to 2021, because 2021. Oh yes, we're losing Cooper Mays. But Cooper Mays wasn't always a senior.
Yeah,
it was his first year in 2021, and they still put up 35 a game in SEC play. And that offensive line gave up far more sacks than the last 3 years did, and they still were managed to put up points. So, with an improved offensive line, in my opinion, the tight ends playing lights out, the 3 running backs, that's your base offense right there. You don't need Joey Aguilar and the receivers to do a whole lot other than catch the ball when it's thrown to them.
Please.
And hit 1 or 2 shots a game. And to me, that's 7 points a game in SEC play.
Yeah.
I went back and watched the entire Alabama game and Georgia game and Florida game on our offensive possessions. And just from drop passes and overthrown balls, 25 points in the Alabama and Florida game each.
Yeah.
Especially those first halves of both games.
Gosh.
Yeah, just simple stuff. So I don't think they're going to have to do a lot of exotic things to improve on their SEC scoring, because I don't care about the overall and beating Kent State by 150. That doesn't mean anything.
Hold on. Can you say that one more time for me? Because there's several people that struggle to think that scoring against those teams matters much scoring against SEC teams, because there is people out there on the internet that think scoring against 100 against Chattanooga is very important. And so, just say that again for me, Sam, please.
So I'll even go deeper. 2021, 35 points a game, SEC. 2022, 43 in SEC play. The last 2 years, 25 a game. Stark difference. It doesn't matter if you beat Kent State. We could have beat Kent State in 2022, 71-0.
Yeah.
But we couldn't put up 60 against Missouri like we did in 2021 and 2022.
Exactly.
2021 was the 4th game that any player in Heupel's system had played here at Tennessee. They put up like 30 points in 10 minutes in the beginning of that game.
Yeah.
We didn't score 30 points in the first halves of like 4 SEC games combined.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
And so what do you think? Obviously, I think all of us would be in agreement that none of that's on Coach Heupel.
No.
I think all of it is on a certain position.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And so,
go ahead. Yeah, those receivers, it was the same receiving core the last 2 years, and they couldn't stay healthy.
And that's
I don't
true
care that we
too.
have 7 guys this year and they're young. If they can stay healthy and catch a ball, that's an improvement from the last 2
1,000%.
years.
That's very true as
Well,
well.
Squirrel White also jumped on every pass attempt that he had. You
Yeah.
could be in midair for no reason, and then Brew hate it for the guy, but I don't think he could break 4.8 in the 40 anymore. So
No, yeah.
So it's just the talent on the team, at least at the wide receiver position, the past couple of years hasn't been as good as we would hope. And I think we're there now. I think we have the talent. It's unproven talent, and
Yeah.
I think that's why the whole consensus is Tennessee's not going to be very good this year. But I think we have the team to surprise some people. But it's going to take production from the QB position, and I hate to say it, but I watched Joey Aguilar live against Clemson, and I was less than impressed. So I hope that either he steps it up or GMAC comes in and lights the world on fire as a freshman.
Yeah. I mean, so you're fully out on. You don't think Jake? Who in here thinks Jake's even got a realistic shot at taking Tennessee to win games?
No.
Not me.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love that Jake stuck around, and
Yeah.
I just don't think he has the ability to do it. It's not that he don't have the willpower. It's just I don't think he has the actual ability to be able to be a high caliber SEC quarterback and go take us to win games. But also, like Sam said, though, we could be, that top tier defense and just let the top 3 running backs and the offensive line carry us to win 10 games. I mean, it's pretty much what we did last year.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, saying that, I think Joey Aguilar gives us a better shot to, instead of winning 10 games, winning 11 games or GMAC. So I think that's the major difference there. What's your thoughts on the QB situation there, Casey?
Well, I mean, I don't really trust Joey not to make mistakes like we kind of need, if we're going to have the superior defense, which I think we'll have, the run game. I think Joey actually, as a 24-year-old, 6-year senior is going to make more mistakes than Jake will. Not Jake, but George will as a 18, 19-year-old freshman. Because I watched George at Brentwood Academy, and he was smart with the ball. I mean, I know it's different, it's high school and college, but with what I've seen from Joey, he's just not smart with the ball, and we need someone that's smart with the ball if we're going to have the superior run game. And honestly, it's kind of perfect situation for a true freshman if we're going to rely on the run game heavily, to kind of throw him in and only, have to make a couple plays a game to win us that game.
I agree. Joey, what's your impact player? Like, say we got Chris Brazell, we should know what we could get from him. But out of Braylon Staley and Mike Matthews and the 2 freshmen, Brad Jackson, Travis Smith, someone of those 4 are gonna step up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and we're all forgetting Boo Carter as well.
Yeah.
The
He's
dude
gotta get
special
on
with the ball
team
in his
first,
hand.
though.
Now, if he can stop being stupid and go up and do what he's supposed to do, you put the ball in that dude's hands, and I mean, it's just game changing. It's crazy watching all the stuff that he can do with the ball in his hand. Now, as far as receiver, I think I like Brad Jackson, but I think as long as he can get healthy, Braylon Staley, I think he's about to have a year that everybody will be shocked at. Personally, as far as that, now I would dare say as well is what's crazy is a lot of people we had drops. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think in the years that Heupel's been here, I don't think people realize how wide open our receivers have been.
That's true.
All the time.
It's crazy, and then they were overthrown. Now, yeah, they missed some balls. Don't get me wrong. I agree 1,000%. But the wide open stuff against the top caliber teams in Florida and Georgia and Alabama that we just flat out overthrew by 10 to 15. I don't know. It felt like Joe Milton was throwing the ball completely out of the stadium at times. But I think the guys will be open. I don't think that's going to be the question. It's just, again, got to have the guy to hit them. And
Yeah.
the difference between Hendon Hooker and everybody else we've seen is obviously touch. Dude he had a feel for the deep ball, and we haven't seen that since him. So I'm hoping we can find a guy this year that, again, if he can hit it twice a game, just to keep them honest and let our run game do the rest, then I think we have a recipe for a successful season as far as that goes.
I mean, and I'm right there with you, and I'll let Garrett chime in on this. I think the biggest thing that we saw, and touch is 100% spot on, but I think the biggest difference is read progression. I think the way Hendon read the field and diagnosed the field so quickly, whether it be in the RPO game or just straight passing game, or knowing to get them into the right play. Coach Heupel says it all the time. He got us into the right play.
Yeah.
I mean, Garrett, do you think that? I mean, to me, that's my biggest difference between what I saw in Joe Milton, Nico, and Hendon Hooker, because it's just everything went so much faster.
Yeah, for me, I mean, he could process so much quicker than those other two guys. I have our seats there at Neyland are right in the end zone, so I mean, I can see all these plays open up. When he was there, it was before it was ever opened up. The ball was out of his hands, and I think what we probably took for granted with Hendon was the red zone efficiency.
Yeah,
go back to that 22 year. We were so good in the red zone. I mean, if we got down, in the red zone, we were scoring. I think we only settled for like 1 or 2 field goals all year or something like that. Something crazy.
Yeah.
So my question is, can we do that again? I think that's probably, who knows? I mean, that might be what the coach staff's thinking with Aguilar because of his feet. We didn't really run Nico much at all. Didn't really run Milton much at all. Hendon ran quite a bit. I mean, it wasn't a whole lot of design stuff, but he ran quite a bit. So my question is if you could add that as a part of your offense this year, we got a lot of talent over there. If you just don't beat yourself, you're probably going to win 8 games.
Yeah.
Then you got 2 games to get to 10 that, one of those, the other team beats themselves. I mean, it's not unrealistic to get to 10 or 11 with this crew. Like I said, if you just don't beat yourself, and if you execute in the red zone, take care of the football, that's not beating yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, and Brent Hubbs, y'all know Brent Hubbs is like, I mean, he's everybody, him and Austin Price is everybody's go-to for Tennessee football information. But
oh yeah,
I mean, Hubbs talks about the Tennessee red zone efficiency all the time, all the time, and he's 100% spot on.
Yeah.
He says it like, if Tennessee's going to be efficient on offense, the red zone is where they have to get better. Because, like you said, in 2022, the red zone was phenomenal. I think there was 3 times, like you said, that we did not come out with a touchdown in the red zone, and that's points. Last couple of years, we'd get down there and we'd have to settle for field goals, and then what's his name, Gilbert would. He went through a little spell there where he had his misses. Don't get me wrong, I love Max Gilbert, but the offense has to be able to take that step up. And I think all 4 of us, obviously, we spent most of the show talking about the offense. We know what the defense is going to give us.
Yeah,
it's you got those guys over there. As long as we can stay healthy, the linebacker room is going to be dominant. I really feel like. You got Jamal McCoy, you got Ricky Gibson, you got Colton Hood, you got Jalen McMurray. You got pretty much the same group of safeties, Turntine, and then, I mean, yes, we're bringing in Farouk, and we'll see if Boo plays some at safety. Caleb Beasley be another option back there at safety. So, but the point is, what you're going to get on that defensive side of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the question marks that everybody's concerned about on the offensive side of the ball. And that's the reason why, like, I knew before I told Joey, I said, we're going to talk about fall camp, but we're going to be talking about the offense majority of
Yeah.
the time because that's just where all the questions is.
Yep.
How much of the red zone is because of the offensive line, though? Because in 2022, we
That's-
had Darnell, and then we had Spraggs at his best, but Spraggs wasn't the same after that 22 season, after that
That's
injury.
very true. I mean, and you forget about we had Carvin too. Jerome Carvin, he's an
Yep.
NFL lineman too.
Yep.
Like he was undrafted, but that dude, I think he's still on the Chiefs roster, or he was on the Chiefs roster going late in the last year. But I mean, you're spot on with that, Casey. I mean, a lot of the red zone is you got. To me, as an offensive guy, you have to be able to run the ball in the red zone. You have to. Like you have to be able to do it. And so
Can't settle.
that hasn't been a consistent way of success the last couple of years.
Agreed.
Joey, what so I know we've talked about offense, but defensively, from what we've heard from fall camp so far, what do you like?
I'm high on Ross, especially after what has come out this week.
Yeah.
From the coaches. I think dude's about to legit tear it up on the defensive side. Also excited, obviously, about Spillman. I think he's going to be crazy good. Again, Boo Carter's a game changer as long as he can get it right. I mean, I'm just going to echo what you said. We know what we're going to get on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I'm old school Tennessee. Our defense was everything.
Yeah.
So I love that, and I'm excited about that. And then as that's not the concern, so we're all just focusing on the offensive side. If somebody can get us some points against a team not named somebody from Tennessee. Anyway, I defensively, man, there's not a position that I'm not excited about. Put it that way.
Yeah.
There's really not. I think we got dudes at every spot on the field on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I think, even when we were doing our our positional breakdowns.
Yep.
I mean, we were hot. Like you could tell the difference between the length of the videos.
Oh,
We
yeah.
knew what we were getting on the defensive side of the ball. There were so many questions on the offensive side of the ball, so we had more questions to talk about.
Yeah.
But when we get to the defensive line, Rodney Gardner's got his group.
Oh yeah.
And he's going to rotate. He knows what he's going to get out of each and every one of them. You got Coach Inge. He's recruited there. He's recruited his butt off. We know what we're going to get out of Aaron Carter and T. Lander, and we love what we're hearing from Spillman. And then our corner guys, as long as they're healthy, we know what we're getting. But before we, go move on defensively, Garrett, Casey, who's your, I guess, star that's underneath the radar this year? We all know, Joshua Joseph, he should be a top tier defensive lineman, and then Jermiah McCoy. Outside of them two, who do you think is going to be the go-to star on defense this year?
I think that McMurray's going to have a good year. Him and
That's
Turntime
okay.
both. I think that entire secondary, I think they're going to be. I think they're going to more than make up for the slack of McCoy. I mean, it's going to take a couple of games for McCoy to get back,
Sure.
to the way we're used to watching him play.
Mm-hmm,
And
true.
he's the best corner we've had since Cam Sutton.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even put Cam Sutton.
I don't know if Cam's that good.
I mean, this dude's like literally top, like he's
Yeah.
getting top draft pick type
Guy's
caliber.
good. But I think it's going to, I mean, you can't just tear an ACL or whatever it was that he tore and just be automatically back,
Yeah.
So I think the other members of that secondary, I think they're just going to be nasty. I think
I
they're
do
going to
too.
fly around everywhere. And, I think that whole secondary group, I think they're just going to be elevated.
Oh, I agree. No doubt. Casey, go ahead, and then I'll hit a couple of chats.
Yeah, personally for me, I think Tyree West is the most underrated player on the entire team. So
That's good.
I'm gonna go with Tyree West on that front, and then also something to mention is I think our special teams is gonna be really good this year.
Oh yeah.
I think we could have the best special teams in the whole SEC, so that could be a place for us to, really, win those close games, or Boo makes a play, or Max Gilbert, kicks a long field goal to win us, one of those tight games.
Yeah, no doubt.
sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and I think you're spot on with Tyree West because that dude, he in the last 2 years, he would have those flashes like this dude's about to be a monster defensive end, just tearing up, causing chaos. So I'm right there with you, and then your other guys. I mean, it's like you said. I mean, it's like we've said the whole time. The defense is going to be the strength. We have guys all over on all three levels. So there's going to be each of them's going to have their time and opportunity to shine because the opposing offense is trying to worry about someone else.
Yep.
So, Joey, who would you say? I mean, I know I've kind of me and you kind of talked about it, and you said Jordan Ross a little bit, but who outside of Joshua Joseph and even Boo Carter, I'd even say add to it. Who's someone like a sleeper like that? No one's really even talking about that you would like to see show out this year.
What's his name? Jackson
Moy.
Moy.
Jackson Moy.
Yeah. The reason
Yeah.
I say that is because our entire offensive line said in their interviews that they love going against him.
Yeah.
So he's working them. I like that. So do it, bro.
No.
Weathersby.
Yeah. Weathersby.
It's just nasty, bro. I mean, there's so many people on that defensive side of the ball that I don't know. They're all going to be incredible. So it's going to be a fun year as far as defense goes. Like
No doubt.
I'm fixing to act stupid in Atlanta, and
you're lucky you get to go watch the Syracuse game. I'm jealous.
Yeah, I'll be there too. It should be a good one.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm jealous. I got football that weekend, so I'm not gonna be able to leave and head up there. But
Boys, I'm gonna have to jump off of here, but thanks for the opportunity.
Hey,
bro.
you the
Appreciate
man,
it.
Casey. I know
Yeah.
me and you talk all the time on Twitter. Obviously, I'm going to give a thanks to Sam and Garrett for coming on.
Yep.
I appreciate y'all coming on the live stream. Hey, Joey, those are the first our live chatters, man.
We love it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we love it. Hey, there's Sam. Hey, we appreciate you coming on, brother.
back.
Man. Had to try to
man,
check into the hotel.
Well, we were just saying we getting our first live chatter. People coming on the show with us, so we
I didn't
appreciate
catch it
it.
until the end last time. I saw the link and I'm like, crap, I'd love to jump in because I do stats like all the time on various Tennessee things.
Oh, me and you,
'Cause
right,
I hear-
we got there with it.
Because I just hear people like a lot of shows talk stuff, and I'm like, that doesn't seem that true, and so I go deep dive.
Stat
But
check.
yeah, the Aguilar interception thing. If you throw 500 passes, it's hard not to throw some picks.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
He's
That's
not going to have
very
to.
true.
I mean, at the same rate as last year with as many passes as we throw, he'd only thrown like 8 last year.
Right.
Yeah.
So I say roll with them, let the offensive and defensive lines eat, because I think that's going to be our strength this year.
No
1000%.
doubt, no doubt. I'm right there with you, man. I think let them eat. Let the running back room that's loaded. I mean, I think we got 3, 4. Justin Baker looked great in the scrimmage highlights the other day.
Oh
I mean,
man, what in the
you talking
world?
about 5 deep.
Yeah,
And,
I saw that.
we've heard glowing reviews about Dwayne Morris, and we know what we're getting out of the other 3 guys. So I'm with y'all. I mean, if Joey Aguilar or whoever wins this job just has to be a game manager and make some throws here and there and let the defense eat and let the run game eat. Hey, I think you got every opportunity to go win 10, 11 games. but
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
you got to be consistent, got to be efficient on both sides of the ball and in special teams. So, well, Sam, we appreciate it. We've had to cut the show, and but hey, next time, no doubt, hop back on with us, and
Right. Yep.
we're gonna next week we're gonna talk even more deeper about some of the stuff. I think they'll have a second scrimmage out of the way by then, and we should know even more about what this fall's roster is going to look like and what our depth chart looks like. So,
Yeah.
man, I can't wait. I said at the very beginning of the show, I am so freaking pumped, and just ready for some Tennessee Vol football on Saturday mornings.
Absolutely.
Hey, I'm not kidding. I'm driving by Syracuse campus. Larry,
Hey.
wish that I was on.
There you go, Blair.
They're gonna
Yes,
learn.
sir.
They
They
gonna
gotta learn
find
it
out.
today.
Beat down.
Yeah, might as well learn it now.
Yeah,
That's
learn
right.
it today.
All right,
All
see
right,
you guys.
brother. Hey, we'll hit you up next time on the show, and
Yes, sir.
well, like I said, we appreciate all y'all for coming on and chatting with us and shooting the bull, talking Tennessee football. There ain't nothing better.
Peace. Go Vols.
All right,
Yes,
peace.
sir.
All right. So, real quick before we shut down the show, I did want to bring up some bad, news came out of the women's basketball. Ruby Whitehorn and that arrest as well. I don't want to mention too much on it because there will be some more come out, but definitely not a good look for Tennessee Ladies Vols basketball, especially with all the promise and hope that they got going into this next year. So hopefully they get that situation straightened out and maybe things turn around and maybe it won't be as bad as it looks right now. So
Right.
you got anything you want to add on to that, Joey, real quick?
No, I hope that gets resolved because it don't look good at this point for that
Yeah.
situation. But hopefully they can figure something out. Same with Brazil,
Yeah.
Brazil, however you say it. I hope they can figure that out. His little brother, I think it was, had a pick six
Yeah.
against Aguilar.
Yeah.
But anyway, I hope we can. This wide receiver room, man, it's getting slim. It's getting real slim.
It's concern.
It is a concern, but at the same time, play the young guys. I want to give a shout out to Michelle Harpole. She goes to my church. She got on and threw a comment in there.
Yeah, I had it posted for a while. We were all talking, so I forgot to read it. She said, put players in that give their all, not the ones that will give their all to the Tennessee until someone you got that right.
Absolutely.
That's preaching right there. And
That's right.
Yeah, we appreciate you joining and following the show.
Absolutely.
I know she's real big on the Facebook page.
Yep, she is.
So we appreciate that, Michelle, and everything that you do as far as liking, subscribing, and reposting for the Facebook page. So anything else you want to add, Joe, before we break it down?
Man, we close. We close.
Man, what you say is
20
counting down
days.
the days, man.
20 days.
I was telling my players the other day after we got through with practice, I said, guys, if you want to learn football, go watch some highlights of Tennessee football practice.
Yep.
I said it'll get you pumped. And so the other day when we were watching film, I pulled up a Tennessee clip of practice.
Yeah.
And they could tell like the game change, how the change of mentality and the competition and all that, and just it opened their eyes.
Right.
And I was like, guys, this is where we got to be as far as mentality and wanting to get better. I know y'all not going to be SEC defensive linemen right now at this point, but we were talking about getting low and changing the leverage point and attacking those offensive linemen, not letting them pick you up and drive you.
Absolutely.
I was showing them a clip of that, and I think it really opened their eyes. And but it's a game changer, man.
Sure.
Just the opening eyes to kids that that think they're, superstars. Well, you still got a long way to go.
Yep.
And, but I love each and every one of them, and can't wait to get going tomorrow for football practice. But with that being said, like I said at the beginning of the show, please like and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up on here. Give us a thumbs up on Facebook. Go follow the Facebook page. Go follow us on Twitter at Rocky Top Talks 1. I post on there every day. I know we ain't been able to get videos and content out as much, but with school starting, but hopefully that will simmer down a little bit. Me and Joe will be able to get on the right schedule and get some more videos out. No matter what, without a doubt, me and Joe will go live every week, once a week, to talk about Tennessee Vol football. And then obviously once basketball starts and baseball, we'll dive into that as well. So y'all have a blessed day. Always great to represent the Power T and talk about the Power T. Y'all have a great, wonderful week, and go Big Orange.
Go Big Orange.